Hello, this is John with Brainstorm Comics and Gaming. For those of you who have not seen this video series before, our objective is to let you know what books are arriving 3 weeks from now. So the books in this video are for June 5th. The idea is that Diamond allows us to adjust our orders up and down, so we want to let you know what books are coming out. You can let us know which books you want. It allows us to make sure we have the right number of books on the shelves the week that they arrive. So let's get into this week's books. First up, we have from DC, the second issue of Deceased. This issue has three different covers to it. It has one by Lionel Francis Yu, it has one by Yasmin Putri, and it has one by Francesco Mattina. The first issue of this series was pretty interesting. It set the stage for this post-apocalyptic world where the heroes are infected by this disease that causes them to start wiping out the population of Earth. My favorite out of the three covers is the horror cover, which is done by Yasmin Putri. Much like the first one, which was amazing, that one was an It parody. This one looks pretty good as well. If you have not checked it out, we still have plenty of copies of number 1, so come into the store and pick that one up. Next up, we have Deathstroke number 44, the variant edition. This one is done by Riccardo Federici. I've become a huge fan of his artwork. It's got like that dark noirish sort of horror sort of feel to it. The other selling point for this one is what happened in the last issue. I won't spoil that for you in case you haven't seen it. But in addition to that, the Legion of Doom is tied to this story, which seems to have larger implications to the DCU. So this is one that you probably want to check out. The solicit has a last line of, "It has an ending you won't see coming." So that sort of implies that there might be something very big going on in this issue. Next up, we have Female Furies number 5. This is part 5 of a 6-part miniseries. I'm particularly a fan of the cover of this one. Julian Totino Tedesco is putting out some very, very amazing, stunning pieces. Check out the video this Saturday to see the cover. It's definitely one that is very eye-catching. Next up is Harley Quinn, number 62, the regular cover and the variant edition. This one I'm a little torn on. I don't know which one I like more. To me, Guillaume March is one of the most underrated artists in the industry right now. March just does some really, really cool layouts to his covers, some interesting dynamics with his characters. I just like the covers a lot that he does. Next up is Frank Cho. He's put on a whole series of covers for Harley Quinn that are definitely going to be memorable years from now. This one is no different. This is another great cover. So if you're a Harley Quinn fan, you're going to have a difficult choice between those two covers. Next up, we have Justice League number 25, the normal cover and the variant edition. Here's another tough choice for you. You have Jim Chung's Heroes or Jorge Jimenez's fight scene. Both of them are pretty cool. My personal favorite out of the two of them is the Jimenez one, mostly because the coloring just pops on that one. Really gorgeous cover. This Saturday, check out the YouTube video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Next up is Shazam number 6, the variant cover. This one is done by, I'm going to mess up the name and I apologize, Karmomi Shirahama. The cover kind of epitomizes the character Captain Marvel being struck by lightning, getting the powers. Really cool cover. Next up, we have Walking Dead, number 192 from Image. For those of you who have stopped following the book or haven't been following the book, something big happened in 191. People are excited to see what ramifications there are after that. There was a big cliffhanger. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I won't go into that. But if you're a lapsed reader or a person who hasn't been reading, you may want to start reading with this issue. They're going to do a second printing of 191. I don't believe they've solicited that yet, but it's coming up soon. Next up, Black Cat is getting her own series. So there's going to be several different covers for this one. We have 3 that are order all you want. So if you want those, you can let me know and I can make sure that you have it in your box. Those 3 covers are J. Scott Campbell, Art Germ, and Scotty Young. Each one of them has their own following, depending on your taste. Obviously, which one catches your eye the most is up to you. My personal favorite one is the Art Germ one. And then we also have 2 ratio variant ones that we're highlighting. The 1 in 10 game variant and the 1 in 50 Noto variant. Noto's putting out a great series of covers, always putting out some good stuff. If you're a fan of Catwoman, you might want to check this one out. It seems like it's going to be in that sort of vein where she's a cat burglar. Let us know whether you want this one or not. Next up, we have Captain Marvel number 6, the Marvel's 25th Anniversary Tribute variant. For those of you who don't know, Marvel's was a great miniseries about 25 years ago. Kurt Busiek wrote it, Alex Ross did the art. It's one of the all-time great books from the House of Ideas. So this month, the company is doing tribute covers to that series. And this is just an amazing cover by Miko Swayan. So as you can see here, the cover is pretty amazing. Let us know whether you want this one. We can order as many as we want, so we can make sure it's in your box. Next up, we have Deadpool number 13. There's two different covers of this one that you might be interested. There's the main cover by Nick Klein, and then there's also the Marvel's 25th Anniversary by Adi Granoff. I think Deadpool fans are going to have a very tough choice between these two. I feel sorry for you for this month. It's two great covers. I know some of you are probably going to pick up both. If you want both, let us know. If you want one particular one, let us know. That way we can ensure that whichever one you want is in your box. Next up, we have Incredible Hulk Last Call number 1, the regular cover, and the Adam Kubert variant. For those of you who don't know, Peter David and Dale Keown have worked on the Hulk before. They've had some great books together, ones that are part of a memorable run for the character. This is a one-shot that is sure to please longtime followers who miss Peter David and Dale Keown. Next up is Marvel Team Up number 3. This one, I just like the cover. I read the first issue, I haven't read number 2 yet, but the cover is pretty cool for number 3. The characters switch their powers, where Spider-Man is more elastic and Miss Marvel is more spider powers. I just like the interplay between the two characters in this one. Definitely check that one out. Next up, speaking of the Marvel's 25th Anniversary, Marvel has been releasing the original series in an annotated form where they go and talk about the different scenes and what they're calling back to and things like that. So the one that I think that you'll be particularly interested in this one is the Stephanie Hans variant. This is an order all you want. She continues to provide memorable covers month after month. The only drawback to this one for me is I wish this were a Mr. Freeze cover instead of a Marvel cover. It just seems like it would have fit that character a little bit better, but still a really cool cover. Next up, we have Savage Avengers number 2. We're spotlighting 3 different covers. The A cover by David Finch, the Bianchi cover, the Simone Bianchi cover, and then also the Mike Deodato cover. All 3 of these are pretty great. Personally, I lean towards the main one myself, but all 3 are pretty cool for different reasons. For those of you who don't know what the Savage Avengers are, they team up your favorite rule breakers of the Marvel Universe onto one team. Next up, Marvel does $1 books that are called the True Believer series. These are reprints of older issues. Kind of makes it affordable for those who don't want to go back and spend the hundreds or thousands of dollars for the issues that the original issues. So in this one, it's Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the new Spider-Man number 1, and the first of Spider Armor. If you want these, let us know. We do order pretty tightly on them. So here's your opportunity to get some great books for a very, very low price. And lastly, we have Uncanny X-Men number 19, the Phil Noto variant. This is another Marvel 25th Anniversary tribute. So this one is done kind of like in those tradition of the old college photos that they used to do. No real action or anything in the picture, just a really cool nostalgic looking cover. Definitely one that I like a lot. I don't think it'll necessarily appeal to everyone, but it is one that I think they did a very good job with, and it's just a really cool picture, I think. Alright, well, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I apologize for my voice this week. I'm battling a cold. If there's any of the books that you do want, let us know. You can either call us at 301-663-3039, or you can email us at brainstormcomics@verizon.net. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. If you don't already, definitely subscribe to the YouTube videos. Also, if you don't and you want our weekly emails, go to brainstormcomics.com, scroll to the bottom, and fill out the information. We don't inundate you with emails you don't want. Whatever topics you say you're interested in, you will only receive emails regarding that topic. And again, thank you for watching.